Hey there. So I wanted to make another video using these alignment sticks, and today we're going to talk about the ability to separate my upper body and lower body. So using these sticks, one going across my hips and one going across my shoulders. I tell my golfers I want you to be in a golf posture, and we want to see the ability to rotate lower body and then the ability to rotate upper body while keeping the other one stationary. So for our purposes, I want us to assume almost like a stance like you were going to throw a hyzer. So a little bit of a forward bend, but not like a golf posture. So if we have that little forward bend here, I want to see, can I rotate through my pelvis while keeping my shoulders stationary? So this stick up here really makes sure that my shoulders stay stationary, and I want to see how easy it is to rotate my lower body 5 or 6 times without moving my upper body. Now what I usually see with my golfers is I see people doing more of a lateral shift versus a rotation. That's what I like about these alignment sticks. It actually lets us see that there's rotation coming from the hips and not just a side-to-side motion occurring. Next part is I want to see, hey, can we now rotate my upper body while keeping my lower body stationary? So this really works on core control and tells me how well I can situate those two parts of my body. So next one, my pelvis is going to stay stationary, and I want to see how well I can rotate upper body without lower body turning. So how we can use that to work on some drills to give me a little more distance and a little more stretch, and in golf terms we call it an X factor, where if I were to come up here, I start that rotation from my hips, which pre-stretches my core to get everything to start to come around like a big elastic band was stretched. So from here, I want to work on, so if I'm a righty throwing this way, at first I want to work on just controlling hip rotation in a neutral shoulder posture. And some people this might be hard enough. So I'm going to do 10 to 15 of these. Maybe 1 to 2 rounds till I get the feeling of it. I can actually feel my core muscles working here. So next position, we want to start to take that into a backswing. Because we think about when this needs to occur, it's as I get into my reach back, as I transition my weight, that hip needs to open up first to bring me into this power pocket position. So I'm going to turn my shoulders away from the target to give me a little bit of a reach back position. And then I want to slowly start with my hips first. This takes a little bit of concentration to get the feeling on this. And again, we do maybe 10 times, 2 rounds. So then to really get the feel of this, I can take a disc, I can go standstill. As I go into my equal and opposite reach back where my toe hits the ground, I want to weight shift just a little bit, and then I want to think about turning those hips. So this is a play off a drill I saw from Dave Feldberg years ago, where he wants you to get that equal and opposite reach back to your tip toe. Then there's a little bit of a weight shift onto your heel, and then turn. So I'm not pulling with my arm at this point, it's only hip turn. And you can see what that naturally wants to do is when I get this weight shift, hip turn, you can see it's naturally bringing my arm into this socket. It's bringing my arm naturally into this pocket where it ends up as I throw. This is another way we can steal some drills from the golf world and add it in. In reality, rotation is rotation, whether you're a golfer or a disc golfer, and I think that'll help both. So hopefully that'll help you to throw well.